And yes, good morning. It is a Friday. Going to be a beautiful day in the Ozarks, and I've got Dean Lee in the studio, our chamber director. And hey, Dean, good morning to you.
Good morning. It's a
Hey,
great day to be in Berryville.
and it's warming up too.
It is.
Hey, I've been cool. We've played golf a few times, and it's been chilly, so I'm looking forward to some warm weather today.
Well, everybody's looking forward to the sun for sure and warming up. And
Well, and I tell you what, you can warm up with some coffee right now. The first Friday coffee going on as we speak. And this week's place is
Equity Bank.
Equity Bank.
Equity Bank on Highway 62 West. Craig Kestner and his staff is out there hosting. They're giving prizes away and
Right.
some gifts. It's being catered by, is it the Neighbors Meal in Harrison?
Yes, I believe so.
So they've really stepped it up a notch, and so it'll be great. People can drive right on out there right now as you're listening in your car.
That's it. So get free coffee, and I'm sure some pastries will be in order too, right?
Absolutely. It'll be going on from 8 to 9 at Equity Bank.
Well, we're going to talk about all kinds of good things the chamber does, and of course, the first Friday of every month is a great time to check out the chamber. We'll have a new one next month as well. But hey, we're always talking about our businesses, and hey, I love to talk about our businesses. If we're not talking sports, we like to talk about businesses, right? But you do a feature every week on Wednesdays. You produce a newsletter, and I always love it when you highlight our businesses. And I want to first talk about some of our great businesses, but man, you talk about a storied history. We're going to take a history lesson right now, right?
We are. We are.
Lots of great places to shop, but these folks have been around for years, and there's a good reason too.
Well, one of the things that we want to try to do, and we had mentioned this in our newsletter, and people can go to our website and subscribe to that newsletter just to get the latest happenings in Berryville and with the chamber. But we're going to be sending out questionnaires to our members and asking them to tell us their story, tell us about their business and their organizations and what makes them special, and put it into their words. And we want to do that because there's so many great businesses and organizations here, and some of them have been long-standing.
Yeah.
So
right. Well, and they do. They've all got a story to tell, and that's what advertising is. Telling your story and telling what makes you unique. And I'm gonna tell you, you look at the number one right there, Hamby Lumber. They're unique.
They are unique. They're the 8th oldest business in the state of Arkansas.
Wow. Yeah.
And they started in 1856. This was before the Civil War. That was the war with the North and South, Jamie.
I did. I read that. I read that. So I don't know I won't tell you my test scores, but no, I loved history.
Yeah, but that's 165 years, and you think about how they've endured and went through. The pandemic is just something that's recent, but you go back through their history, and even the Great Depression and tornadoes and everything in this community, and they're still standing strong and a part of this community. It's a great tribute to the Hamby family, and
and our current manager owner Hal Hudgens. He's a son-in-law, but Butch Hamby, many times walking in there and seeing Butch, and you'd always get a story. Now he's carving knives out, so making knives, but always got a great story from Butch, and all kinds of great products, and they're still serving folks today.
And they've expanded too, and looking at other things. But again, great company, and just one of many that we have here in this community that we love to highlight and take great pride in.
Well, and another one I want to mention is our sponsor this morning, First National Bank of North Arkansas, of course, located right here on the Berryville Square. They've got a lot of locations, but they got a lot of history too, right?
Oh, absolutely. They started in 1889. And so if your math is right, Jamie, that's
don't test me.
I want to say 132 years.
Yeah.
And again, just been prominent in this community for so long, and now has expanded in First National Bank of North Arkansas,
Right.
and has many locations, and again, they've had strong leadership and individuals there that care about the community and have supported this community for well, centuries. So,
Yeah, no doubt. So, well, and of course, stronger than ever today. We know our buddy Doug Carr. We'll
yeah,
mention his name, right? So,
right.
he's the current head of the company there. But there's a long list of good folks, and Bert George comes to mind right off the bat because just recently making a huge donation to our future new
Right.
library, right?
Right. Well, yes, and I go back to when I was here was Herbert West and
Right.
the West family and so many of those that have continued on to where now that legacy is baton has been passed to Doug. So
Yeah.
it's up to him to continue that moving forward, and we know he'll do awesome as he has done.
Well, and that kind of reminds me of Rotary. I'm a member of Rotary, and seeing Robert West for many many years, always got some great stories out of him. But and, that kind of leads me back to not necessarily business, but boy, we used to float that Kings River all the time, do a little fishing, the bank float, the First National Bank float. So that was always a fun time for me. And and two, I know we want to talk about our businesses, but there's always a lot of